In 1910, America had 165 medical schools, homeopathic schools, naturopathic schools, eclectic medicine schools that taught botanical remedies your grandmother would recognize, herbal colleges that had been training doctors for generations. By 1925, only 81 remained, and not one of them taught herbal medicine anymore. What happened in those 15 years wasn't a natural evolution of science. It wasn't doctors choosing better methods. It was a coordinated takeover orchestrated by one family with enough money to rewrite the rules of medicine itself. The Rockefellers didn't just fund medical schools, they bought them. They didn't just promote pharmaceutical medicine, they systematically destroyed every alternative. And they didn't do it because the science demanded it, they did it because there was no profit in plants you could grow in your backyard. This is the story of how American medicine became a monopoly, how botanical knowledge that had survived for centuries vanished in a single generation, and how the wealthiest family in America used philanthropy as a weapon to control what doctors could and couldn't learn. If this sounds like the kind of history they don't teach in schools, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe because we're about to pull back the curtain on one of the most successful corporate takeovers in American history. One that still shapes every prescription you fill today. Before 1900, American medicine looked nothing like it does today. There was no FDA, no standardized medical training, no pharmaceutical giants controlling prescriptions, and certainly no agreement on what medicine actually was. Medical schools operated on completely different philosophies. Regular medicine, which focused on aggressive interventions like bloodletting and mercury treatments. Homeopathic medicine, which used highly diluted substances. Eclectic medicine, which combined conventional treatments with botanical remedies. Naturopathy, which emphasized the body's natural healing capacity. And dozens of smaller schools teaching everything from chiropractic to osteopathy. None of them had a monopoly. Patients chose their doctors based on results, not credentials. If your family doctor couldn't cure your pneumonia with his methods, you'd visit the herbalist down the street. If the regular physician's treatments made you sicker, you'd try the homeopath. Competition forced every school of medicine to actually produce results or lose patients. The herbal schools were particularly successful. Schools like the Physio-Medical College of Indiana, the Eclectic Medical Institute in Cincinnati, and the National College of Naturopathic Medicine in Portland were graduating hundreds of doctors every year. These weren't fringe operations. They had decades of history, legitimate training programs, and patient outcomes that rivaled or exceeded conventional medicine. Botanical medicine had been the foundation of healthcare for thousands of years. Willow bark for pain, which we now know contains the compound that became aspirin. Foxglove for heart conditions, the source of digitalis. Cinchona bark for malaria, which gave us quinine. These weren't folk remedies.